Hello, sir.
Hello, Larry.
So good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
So now we have Van 2.0.
That is correct.
Your first version of your van was absolutely insane.
And you had a lot to do with the success of that. My very first burnout was with you.
In the van.
In the van.
Got it.
In the van.
So you always do burnouts.
I always do it. I drag race burnouts all the time. But the Odyssey, I'd never done a burnout. And when you shot it for the first time, you're like, hey, let's do a burnout. And I did in third gear because I used to do third gear burnouts in my drag cars. Didn't happen. And you suggested go in a higher gear and see what happens.
I'll be honest, when you said your van has 1,000 horsepower, I thought to myself, like, this guy is clutch dumping it, revving it high. Why is it that it's not spinning the tires?
The gearing.
I was thinking, like, why is it not spinning the tires? And then you tried it, kept trying it, and then I thought to myself, wait, Bissy, what gear are you in?
Yeah.
And he said third gear, and I thought to myself, who in their right mind ever would put their car in third gear and rev it to redline and dump the clutch?
That's why
you're insane.
My drag cars like that because my gearing was amazing.
So then you just put it in, was it first or second gear?
Second.
He put it in second gear and he made this crazy cloud of smoke. And the van, it kind of surpassed everything that you could imagine.
Yes, and it's my most popular build to date. However, this may be even more popular.
So what you built is a Honda Odyssey Type R.
I would love to say it was purely my concept, but I had a concept created by this young man right here, this Tracy Jordan.
Hello.
From JDI, and he's famously known for the Ghost Key system that helps us Honda guys cease on getting our car stolen. So he's been great, but he had this concept of, hey, BC, I want a kind of OEM plus kind of Type R vehicle minivan, and you're the man to make that come true under his tutelage, and this is the result.
So then this is a Type R motor out of what year car?
2201 power plant, gearbox and engine. However, we updated the intake tubing to the new FL5 setup. So the newest, latest and greatest Type R engine intake has it with this very interesting chamber that helps with some harmonic balancing, and also almost like a Helmholtz chamber on the intake. The cool thing is that if you look on the inside, it looks just like what Honda would do if they're built to build a Honda Odyssey minivan.
Yeah, but I'm looking at this right now, and the engine bay looks stock.
And that was the goal.
So then what did you actually change? Because I've never seen under the hood.
That's a factory mounting point with a bespoke mount using Hasport conversion mounts. So you can quite see that, and we changed the black up. It will look very much OEM style. So the mounting system is very different. We had to do something very clever with the axles to allow it to fit in quite nicely. The biggest challenge from a fabrication perspective, above and beyond electronics, is the shifter. So to be able to use a shifting mechanism that will feel natural and sit in a factory location and look like it will come from factory was a very big undertaking, and we're able to successfully accomplish that.
So it's the transmission that comes with this engine?
Transmission that comes with the Type R engine.
Got it.
So it's a full Type R drivetrain and engine.
And then, so this is also something that comes from?
Great question. It's more of a hybrid of the two chassis. This tube system is from the Type R, and this section here that contains the map sensor is from the Odyssey. And I 3D printed a coupler to go in between. It's kind of hard to see there, but the 3D coupler between the Type R and the Odyssey intake setup.
And then this is the Odyssey setup too?
As well, yeah. So the Odyssey battery underneath, everything factory.
You've done so much to make it look as OEM as possible.
Thanks to that shop over there, yes,
so
that's
then,
correct.
What was the motor that you took out of this?
The V6J series, the original V6J series, which had a decent amount of torque, but didn't have the power that a factory Type R would have. Also was extremely heavy. The gearbox alone would almost rival the entire assembly that we installed in this vehicle.
So then, is this tuned up at all, or is it stock power?
Great question. You can see the little giveaway here is that Honda flex fuel sensor. We have a Honda kit that allows us to flash tune this vehicle, 550 horsepower. And there's more to come. Tracy wants me to push it to 600, but I'm a big advocate of making sure that things are overbuilt for reliability. So we're gonna play around with the bottom end, get some rods in there, and be able to push the envelope even further. Thanks to Honda, they have an upgraded system for fueling. That's always been our challenge in getting more power out of Type R engines. And yeah,
How
we
was the packaging up here? Like getting the
very
intercooler?
challenging as well. So
Yeah.
that's a PRL intercooler for the Type R. We had to be very clever with the routing of the hot and cold side to make sure they can stay OEM and also give us nice cooling. A lot of things that some people don't think about is our heat exchange opportunities. In my Odyssey, I have my intercooler up top.
Yeah, that's
and it
kind
does,
of that's the giveaway for that car.
That's for me, yeah.
Yeah.
But what a lot of people don't know is on a very hot day with air conditioning, my coolant temps do tend to rise a little bit. So what I learned from that packaging opportunity, we improved on this. It's now down low, and no matter how hot or humid a day is, no matter what creature comforts you use, you have no challenges with having high coolant temperatures.
And then is it the stock Odyssey radiator?
Stock Odyssey radiator, stock Odyssey also condenser for the air conditioning system.
Wait, so the air
Yeah.
conditioning still works?
Yes. Everything here is OEM.
Oh my goodness.
But we did have to modify and kind of create a hybrid of the Type R packaging with the compressor to our air conditioning system of the Odyssey. So you still have the multiple
Amazing.
climate zones and all that fun stuff that you expect. This is the ultimate dad car. Ultimate.
This is something that people wish Honda made.
And that is kind of the feedback we get as we've continued to put out content around this. Everyone's saying, Honda, please build it, please build this. But with the harness that we have now and the mounting kits, someone can actually do this in what, a weekend or so? The average enthusiast can actually do this if they're mechanically inclined in their own home or garage.
So let's talk about the rest of the build. Let's talk
Yes.
about the body.
Yes.
What have you changed on the outside to kind of make it like the Odyssey Type R?
Well, as you see, not only with the badging, but we also had a front splitter that's reminiscent of what you'll see in a Type R setup. Side skirts the same way. And if you do have the opportunity to go to the rear of the vehicle, that is a very nice location to see how we really paid good homage to the Type R brand.
Oh, what?
Yes, yes.
No way.
So that is a very customized bumper, which we're planning to bring to market that can allow us to really have that Type R look. It's a fusion between the FL5 Type R rear bumper and the factory Odyssey bumper from this 2025 year.
This is so cool.
Thank you very much, Larry.
So then you have a really good relationship with Honda.
Yes.
Did you hear anything from Honda?
Oh,
about...
I heard. I don't think the PR guys were very excited, but I don't think legal was very happy with us using a Type R moniker. So, believe it or not, this is our passion project. And did get some calls today from Honda, and the PR guys are very happy with the kind of exposure we're getting.
But
with this.
it's cool because you started with a white one that's kind of reminiscent of
Yes.
the championship white,
Yes.
right? Or do they have what's the other white called?
There's Championship White and Grand Prix White.
Right. So this is kind of more
towards
like
the
the Grand Prix.
That is
Got it.
correct.
This is more like the Grand Prix
Yes.
white. Understood.
And if you look inside, everything from the Type R.
Yeah. So
You have the
what,
Type
what
R.
wheels are those?
These are proper Type R wheels. And even the staging of the Honda emblem, like we would, where the H is there, the valve stem, and the lock is above it, I mean, we left no stone unturned. For those guys who are hardcore Honda heads, they'll recognize that this is something that Honda does, that we kept that same kind of ethos around the vehicle.
What about the suspension? Did you update the suspension
Yes,
at all?
so it has BC coilovers now, because obviously the factory made it much higher than, in stock form, it didn't quite give the look. But BC coilovers with the independent valving for compression and rebound allowed us to have a very sporty but lower stance with the vehicle as well. Yes.
That's
Hood vent
from
that you'll
the
see from the
FL5.
FL5. Absolutely. No
Whoa.
stone was left unturned.
Wait, so can you close this real quick?
Absolutely.
What's interesting to me is the headlights. Like that look. It
Yeah,
actually looks
believe
really
it or not,
aggressive.
That headlight is factory.
Yeah.
All the chrome was deleted by our
That's
friends
why.
from Brando's Auto Crew. Yes.
So
all the chrome
that's
was
why
deleted.
it looks a
It
lot
looks
more
very, very Type R.
aggressive.
Yes.
It really does have that Type R look, especially with this vent. And this is functional.
Yes, it is, because you do generate a lot of underhood temperatures, and this is a great job in being able to evacuate that to allow us to have much more ideal temperatures under the bonnet.
I love this so much.
Thank you
Bisi.
so much,
Like,
Larry.
You know what's funny?
Tell me.
I can't tell you how many people I talked to, and they said this is their favorite car of the show.
That is an honor.
So
That is an
then
honor.
let's talk about the interior.
Yes.
So what did you change in the interior?
Look at the pedals.
Yep.
Type R.
Type R. And
Now,
then
that
so
may
it's a
seem-
Willwood box.
So it actually we have a Willwood pedal for the clutch up top,
Got it.
but those pedals themselves, the pedal pads, are Type R.
How was it to actually make this manual? Because I know you said this is probably the most difficult part. Was there even room for all this?
It was very difficult. We had to reallocate or repurpose some fuse boxes in the area under the shifter. This came with a standard CAN button-based shifting system. And unlike my original Odyssey that had a lot of space, and Honda, with all the technologies, left us very small space to be able to put a shifting mechanism. So to be able to keep the airbags intact, we had to do some very clever design, fabrication, scanning to make sure everything fits. And as you get into it and move it around, it feels just like factory.
Oh,
yeah.
This kind of reminds me of the EP3 Civic, because the EP3, I always said that it kind of looked like a minivan, but it's a small version.
Yes.
But now the shifter on the EP3 was on the dash.
That's correct.
It wasn't like a center console.
That is correct.
So this definitely reminds me of that. Did you kind of take a little inspiration from that?
Not only inspiration, the original base of the shifter mechanism is from the EP3. Same with my original minivan as well. That's where we learned that this was a very good natural shifter mechanism to use. And as you drive it, it's very easy and natural to go from steering wheel to shifter. It feels very natural.
Did you change the steering wheel at all?
Factory.
It already has red stitching?
The sport trim of the Honda Odyssey, red stitching.
And then it's like has kind of like red accents. But this is so good. And then you kind of have like almost like a Type R print shifter.
Yes.
It kind of reminds me of like the DC2 shifter a little bit. This is so cool.
Thank you.
I just want to row through the gears here.
And we can make that happen, Larry.
What is usually here?
A button assembly to put in reverse, park, neutral, and drive. A CAN-based button system.
So then when you turn this on, when you actually drive this, it doesn't get pissed off that it's manual?
It was initially, but we had to do some very clever things with CAN and also mechanical grounding systems to be able to allow us to be happy. The car thinks that it's still automatic to some extent in the body module, but we do feed vehicle speed opportunities so it cannot open the doors in the rear when in motion. We also have the opportunity to use the factory setup on the gearbox, which some of you gearheads who are big builders will know that the Type R uses a 12-volt system to initiate gear. Not initiate gear, but to initiate reverse. This system uses a ground gear for the Odyssey, so we just change the polarity on the setup, so when you put in reverse, cameras come on, side mirror tilts down, everything works just like factory.
You really, truly built like a Type R Odyssey.
This is exactly what we envisioned, something that Honda would do if they ever had a Type R Odyssey. And we brought that concept to life.
So then, what about the red seatbelts?
Same thing. Seatbelt Planet provided this for us. The original seatbelts in this are, of course, the dark gray, and they were kind enough to assist us with something that's more Type R-esque.
What about the rest of the vehicle?
The rest of the vehicle is still standard, what you would see with any particular Type R.
So this opens?
Or Odyssey, yes. The nice
red stitching.
Interior, red stitching all around. Honda's very kind to us in having us explore something that is sporty and gives us that nice Type R feel to it. Already from factory.
Did you have a chance to drive this at all?
Yes, a little bit. Because SEMA, we actually built this up to probably Friday before the SEMA opening. So we have a lot more to do in trying to get more power out of it. But right now we're looking at 550 crank and more to come as we play around with some more tuning.
So then what else do you have to upgrade to make sure it can handle that power?
I will not know until we test. You know I'm big on being able to get feedback and testing on track. So we had an opportunity to talk to some of the chaps at Willow Springs. We're going to take it out there, do some testing. We also had our good friend Daya Shahara come by yesterday as well. And we may get some feedback from him on how it feels on the track and what we can do to make it even a better handling vehicle.
Yeah, because it has this transmission, that means it already has like a built-in
limited slip. Absolutely. This is going to be fun. Just as fun, if I dare say more fun than mine, because my Odyssey, the 1,000 horsepower, spins tires left and right. This will be the perfect driver, literally the perfect vehicle.
If you turn it on, the RPM, everything
it's
all
all
of it.
CAN-based. Easier than back in the day. On my van, I didn't have such an opportunity, so I have a digital dash from AEM. This one, because of Honda being so kind and having great CAN communication protocols for us, we just use the Honda system. Good friend Tracy does a great job in being able to make sure that you handshake very nicely and everything works like factory.
So then,
RPM, speed, you name it.
And then it's a factory Civic Type R ECU then.
Factory Civic Type R ECU.
What about traction control, stuff like that?
We use the Honda to control that. We can have it disabled or active. It's really fun stuff. This is the future of swaps. It really is.
And then ABS works.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I had to limit it on mine, but on here, everything we learned from the 1,000 horsepower Odyssey is infused in this beautiful vehicle. Everything.
This is so unexpected.
Thank
to be
you.
honest
Thank
with
you.
you. It's
Like,
like,
I would welcome the chance for you to drive this when we're ready.
wow. Bissy, dare I
Yes.
say, this is the most subtle vehicle I feel like you've ever built.
Yes and no. It's chock full of technology from an aesthetic perspective, yes. But it was much more harder to make something like OEM Plus. But as you think about all the technology that had to go into it and the partnership I had with JDI to make sure that this came out as well as it does, it was an enjoyable build and more to come.
Like, this is perfect for that, let's be honest, family man that still wants a really cool vehicle.
Absolutely. Dads don't have to be mad giving up their Civic Type R and going to a minivan. Now they're the best of both worlds.
Wait, you still have the window sticker?
But as you can see, it's a nice homage to
Oh.
what we did.
Oh.
Yeah, you see that?
It says 2025 Odyssey Type R. Mm-hmm. You changed everything on here. So then, was it a brand new vehicle? Or
Yes,
was
it was. A brand new 2025. Unmolested.
Amazing.
Thank you, Thank you,
I
Larry.
have to say, I'm so impressed.
Thank you.
I
And
am-
hearing that from you, that means a lot.
Even this, like, just like
Yes,
this little touch.
small details that really make the car.
I can't wait to see what you're going to build next.
Thank you.
Always
The future
good.
is bright.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you, brother.
So
Likewise.
good to see you.
Likewise. Thank you. Thank you.